Testing, testing, testing. I am tired. I don't even know what to talk about. I just felt like making a video. So, girls. So if you notice something interesting, you look in the caption and you'll see part 1, because there's no way I'm covering all bases on this topic in a real video. It's not possible. It's not possible. All right. I'm gonna get in trouble with this video. Quick disclaimer: women, girls, females, wholeheartedly respect. I'm saying this out of nothing but respect. So please, don't get mad at me. This is simply my personal experiences. That's not to say my experiences is how it is everywhere. That's just, I've asked around and I've really picked from an array of different women, females, no, not females. And you'll see what I'm saying, because my first statement is that women are scary. They're genuinely terrifying. And that's because as I've grown up, I've started to realize, I've been told this, but I'm starting to realize they're as confusing as the tales say. But this is more in a universal sense. I know not every person is the same. However, here's the logic as it stands. Men, we are known by women and men of being logical. We break things down and we make sure that it makes sense to us before we start trying to make it make sense to others, right? We agree. And while we may disagree on some things, human nature is still seeing it from another person's perspective and being like, I understand where you're coming from here. More logically, less emotional kind of thing. And as we've heard, women are more emotional, but they also have logic too. I'm gonna play it safe here. The thing that's scary to me is that in a universal sense, women's preferences they're funny. That's why it's so scary, is because they're funny. When I ask other females about what they like, their preferences, do's and don'ts, stuff like that, it always their likes and dislikes always clash. They're green flags or they're red flags, and sometimes they're red flags, they're green flags. It's just so mumbo jumbo. Let me use this. My junk is on no percent. For example, this is just a list of some things that I have physically heard give girls the ick. He's too happy. He's too gloomy. He's too shy. He a little too confident. He talks so much. He barely talks at all. He doesn't like communicating his emotions. That boy is sassy. He has way too much time on his hands. Get a life. He's always busy. He never makes, or rarely makes, enough time for me. He's too short. He's too short. We thought I was gonna say tall? Nah. Now the safest bet for a male would be to just do everything in, not increments, but basically for each one of the do's and don'ts, try to find that sweet spot for every last one. Make sure to talk, but don't yap your ear off. Be confident in yourself, maybe touch on part of arrogance, but also find, a humbleness. You might be busy trying to build yourself in some ways, but make sure to free up some time for a person of interest. Yeah, it's just like the midline, But as nobody's perfect, it's just like, it's never going to be perfect. But I get it. Preferences, they're preferences. Like you have a right to your own thing. So there's nothing wrong per se with this list. It's just like, that's what you're interested in. I'm not going to get into my opinions. It's not what I'm here for. But the funniest part of this is just the fact that the times when you don't meet said expectation, there's a place of no return of which you never want to fall. However, it may be inevitable. And what I mean is the female group chats. The void, as I call it. Wait. The void, as I call it. But this video is already like 10 minutes long. I have to edit this, so I'll talk about that at a different time. the void. Anyway, Yap Session, part 1. Goodbye.